Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, y'all. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cause We Geek. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, I got the shirt on, man, but it's all blind out here, man. I see everything. It's your boy, Rail. Joining me, the man that constantly showing off the part of his name is in the title of Cuz in the building. And then we got the man that said his superpower is cussing. We got Big J in the building. And then we also got the man with technical difficulty, man, but he gonna work it out. We got BA in the building, man. Listen.
Listen. My audio is still like, Jesus Christ. My fault, bro.
That's why you mute. You mute when you're making adjustments.
Oh, man. But listen, man, we appreciate y'all, man, geeking out with your boys for another episode. We are here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. Y'all already know, man, to get our geek on. Talk about all things related to the geek culture involving movies and television, you know, Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Predator, Aliens, what else, Terminator, whatever it is, man. We talk about all that over here. So join us for these conversations, man, every Tuesday and Saturday, y'all. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Also, too, everybody hit them likes for us today, man. That'd be much appreciated. That would definitely help out the channel in more ways than you know. Shout out to the folks who subscribed to the channel here recently. We appreciate y'all. Also, too, if anybody have any questions, any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up on the show, simply add it to the comment section and we'll get to those at the end of the show. All right, fellas, man, we had a pretty good night tonight. We're gonna get into it, man. But before we do that, man, let's pause real quick, show some love to the merch. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in any of the shirts that you saw on the screen there, simply scroll down to the description box. We have a link to each one of those shirts, y'all. So go ahead and scroll on down there, click on that link, and get your shop on. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. We had a pretty good one, man, today. We're gonna be talking about a brand new show that we've been sitting here waiting for, man, since 76, I think, somewhere around there. We're gonna be talking about this show right here, fellas. Yes, sir. Daredevil Born Again season 2 has dropped. All right. So this is what I'm gonna let the folks know right now. We about to talk about this episode here in full spoilery detail. All right. But until then, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yes, sir. Hold on. Okay, I know what BA doing. But listen, definitely, like I said, man, we talk about Daredevil Born Again. Y'all see the title on the screen here, right? So what we're gonna do is kind of give our thoughts on the episode. Kind of have our normal discussion that we have, our theories and all that type of stuff, our thoughts. Then we're gonna kind of give a scale of 1 to 10 of what we kind of thought about the episode, all right? Cuz, what you so far, man? What you think about this episode 1 of season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, man?
Great episode. It had a different vibe to it. Like this felt more like your Netflix series. The violence, the breakdown. While I was watching it was like, this is what I need my Batman to be like, to try to break people's spirit. Because the way that he was breaking people, like their bones and stuff, he wasn't just like stopping them. He was trying to break their spirit with the way he was fighting them, and I loved it. One thing that surprised me that they changed up that they never did or I might have missed it in season 1 was how they magnified his powers. like his
Yeah,
sound,
yeah,
him being able to, like it actually slowed down a lot more and focused, and it kind of remind me of what they do for Spider-Man now, where it has this arm hair to jump up as for his spider tingle. But when I saw that, yeah, so like this is just like the small things like that, the way that Daredevil was fighting, the way that they did the slowdown was nice, and then the ending was superb. Using what's his name to put those cops down. Put those cops down was it was fantastic. And I was like, how they already going to take it to this level? It's like they said that Frank ain't gonna be in it, so they gotta go ahead and it was like, guys, that was the first thing that popped in my head when they when he paused because his old dude was having a heart attack, and it's like where they just lied to us like right after jump and gonna have Frank up in here immediately, but they didn't. It was a really great episode. Chef's kiss for this first episode, because your first episode shouldn't be your best episode. So it makes me look forward to the rest of the season for them to come out the gate like this. So it's really exciting. What you got, Big J?
I like to, like I said, start off with action. You know, him taking the ship, and like I said, he was fighting kind of like my Batfleck style. You know, he was breaking arms and stuff. I was like, okay. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, I was quite taken aback by all the profanity on the show. There was a lot of F bombs and stuff. I was like, wow, this is Disney Plus. They out here representing BA and BMO. Nah, it was a lot. Like I said, it was good action mixed with storytelling. I like Shaggy. You know, he's an interesting addition there. The fact that Fisk seemed like he seemed like he wanted to try and intimidate him for a second, and then he was like, "Oh wait, you gonna take care of everything, and you gonna kill everybody?" He was like, "Okay, then I guess we on board." You know?
Yeah.
Because he's like, "You're disrespecting Vanessa," you know? Like, okay, but and then I thought it was Punisher at the end when Matt was about to go down. I was like, "Oh man, they done found his face in the first episode, and then they gonna take him in." And then all of a sudden, I heard pop. I was like, "Oh, okay." Punisher done showed up, and then I saw that knife bounce. Was thank you on? No, you're welcome. Like, okay, all right. But no, it looks like it's gonna be a good show, man. So I'm excited to see what's coming up next. You know, I think it's gonna be. You know, from what I like the fact that they take the tone. I'm glad that it's more even, like, you know, because remember we talked about last season because it was the two different shows that they try to do the mashup. So there was some parts where it did not make sense and it didn't fit, and it definitely didn't fit the feel of the Netflix show. So this seems to be like they're taking that to the next level and being, you know, this feels almost like it could be Punisher-esque with the violence and the language. I was like, okay, so we're gonna see. You know, I'm kind of ready to see what they're gonna do with it. But what you got, BA?
I guess start off like you said. It starts off with the bang. I guess with the shipyard scene, with the ship scene, and you know when he's breaking arms like that, and the way you see is like, yeah, that was some of that stuff was nasty work. It's like, oh god, like they didn't take too long to get into the season. That's all I'm saying. They just kind of put us right up in that joint, pause, and you know, I guess that was refreshing in a sense, right? We didn't know how the season was going to start off, so it definitely started off putting us right into the action. And then they went with the storytelling, right? The season, the plot points and things like that is starting to get set throughout the whole, you know, throughout the thing. And you're seeing Paige, and you're seeing the guys, dang, what's her name? The writer's niece, right? She's starting to
BB Urick.
BB, yeah. She's starting to plant her seeds and stuff. I hope she ain't getting feelings for old boy. Like I really hope. I ain't trying to see her get feelings for old boy, but you know, she did say he's starting to grow. He'll grow on you. I don't like that. That means you know he's probably getting set up, and you probably gonna end up, you know, getting off sometimes during the season. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. And then homeboy Cherry he had a heart attack or something like that. If you know Daredevil or Matt Murdock, there's a good chance your life is going to be gone. Just stay away from dude. You know? It's just a bad omen with Joe. It's bad with him, man. But
he trying, B.A. Dang, bro.
Nah, damn that, man. He need to try harder or something. This is ridiculous. So they gave his partner, Matt Murdock's legal partner, she got some more play in this too in the opening series. So they did a good job of reestablishing characters, so we can actually get into it. And I guess unlike last season was very I'm gonna show Matt Murdock, then I'm gonna show Kingpin. Show Matt Murdock, show Kingpin. They deliberately took their time to show both of them, and the season kind of was just up against each other when it came to just them two in both their stories. This is kind of different. This is just landing with the groundwork of everybody. Everybody got a little stake here some kind of way. And then at the very end you see Bullseye saving the day, and I guess the attention to detail was what I noticed. One, he had already unmasked himself. I was like, oh snap, we're just gonna go ahead right on, just unmask him, right? So, but then those dudes clearly died right afterwards. But if you notice, when Charlie Cox been playing a blind guy for a long time, guys. So his mannerisms once he got on the ground, and then the knife came down, and the way he was, because he was shocked by whatever just happened. And this is Daredevil being beat up, and then the last second being a surprise at something. So that was pretty good detail from a person that's portraying a blind man, right? So he was just kind of doing the Stevie and all that other stuff as he was laying down. But when I say attention to detail, Daredevil didn't just write on his knife, "You're welcome." He carved it in so he can feel it like Braille. Like, this dude is something else, yo. So it makes you, Bullseye is he's trash, or he's scum, right? but it's like, if he's doing this route, I want to see where this goes. I want to see their partnership in a sense, because Matt Murdock or Daredevil, he knows that Bullseye can kill anybody that he knows like that. Like it's nothing. He already killed Froggy. Like it's nothing. Like it's not going to do anything. So what do you do with someone like that? Do you want him on your side? Do you want to just kill him and just get him out the way? Or he tried to kill him already. He threw him off a building. It didn't work. So what do you do with him in a sense? So like I said, it's just season episode 1. And like I said, everybody's been plotted out. Everybody pretty much but the Kingpin. Now, he had his scenes, but nothing Kingpin-ish. You know what I'm saying? As we know, the Kingpin to get down and dirty. So
not yet.
We'll wait on that. It's definitely coming. It'll probably come episode 2. But, so far, so good. So I'm feeling it.
Yeah, man. I agree with everything y'all said, man. Like you said, for them to start off with him, he already in a suit. I think we complained about that last season. He wasn't in a suit enough. I think we talked about the original plan with him not to be in a suit till like the last couple episodes or whatever. Yeah. And so Disney went back to the drawing board on the show, which is why what BJ was saying earlier, it felt like a mashup of a lot of different ideas or whatever in season 1. So now that the whole entire Netflix series or Netflix showrunners are now taking over the series here in season 2, you starting to feel, like y'all said, we're starting to feel that in episode 1. They weren't playing around in episode 1. I think he was on board, kind of like with Captain America got his little ship scene or whatever, right? Where he walked through cats on a shipping yard or whatever, right? The fact that, like you said, we haven't really seen Fisk do anything major yet. Give it time, you know how that goes. The one thing I liked about what I saw with Fisk, bro, I swear it felt like Fisk was ripped right out of a comic book when they first showed him. He was getting out the car. You saw the back of him. He had the white suit on and all that. I said, bro, they just took Fisk and Fisk out the comic, bro, and put him on the screen. What it felt like, you know what I'm saying? He's bigger than everybody and all that type of stuff. I don't know if they got like padding or what's going on, but yeah, like he looked like the actual Kingpin from the comic, man. So shout out to that to Vincent, man. Like you said, the task force. I cannot think of the guy who plays Shaggy from Scooby-Doo's Scooby-Doo movie. He's in here. He's gonna be somebody that's gonna be interesting. So supposedly, So supposedly he works for Val. Don't even try to get me to pronounce her whole entire name. I can't do it because she's the one who's pulling the strings right now and making the calls and stuff like that. Which is why I think you said it, Big J. He kind of seemed like he's like, oh, when the guy was talking and everything, they already knew who he was because he's working for her. So, which means I've never seen anybody kind of make Kingpin take a step back. It's like, oh, okay, I didn't know who he was working for. I apologize. It's like, whoa, what was going on? And then later on, we find out that's who he kind of was working for or whatever. He just somebody she sent in to kind of help clean that mess up for him because we already know how she moves. She wants everything to be in order. She wants control of everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and she loves power. So if she can have every weapon at her disposal, she's gonna do that. So she has, Kingpin's one of her weapons or whatever because he's taking over New York. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like you said, the fact that they have Matt either dead or missing, which kind of shocked me too. I'm surprised that Kingpin hadn't pulled that trick yet and say, "Hey, he's Daredevil yet." But then I kind of got to remember that the only reason why he hasn't done that is because Daredevil has something on him with the whole Vanessa thing. Y'all remember that from season 1? Oh, what was it, BJ?
Yeah.
Well, also remember he saved his life at the last season 1 too.
So he's giving him a fighting chance as Daredevil. He's giving him a fighting chance, and he didn't throw that information out there or whatever. So yeah, you're right. I forgot about that too. Could he say that in season 1? He was like, you saved my life or whatever, but that don't make us even or whatever. So yeah, you're right. Like so I think they have this type of dynamic. It's kind of like Batman and Joker, right? Like they hate each other, but I can't do without you. You're like my yin and my yang. Like I need you for my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I know they kind of both want each other gone, but at the same time, it's like I still kind of need you though. You know what I'm saying? And so, like you said, the fact that he didn't even out him out as Daredevil, he has Daredevil as a wanted man, and then he has Karen Page who's assisting Daredevil. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty interesting. And kind of like what y'all said too, man. That last scene, I said the same thing because I swear I did. I was like, I thought he said Punisher wasn't in this show because before that, what I was thinking was, I thought that Cherry's gonna get up, find some kind of way to like get to a gun or something, and then shoot those guys. Because, like you said, BA, the fact that they took his mask off episode 1, I'm like, oh man, like somebody like. My third mind was, okay, somebody's gonna die because they can't know his secret, and so they end up dying. But I thought Cherry gonna be the one who did it, well, because like he kind of showed him kind of like snap it to a little bit, and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he gonna get his gun, he gonna show like the guy standing there, then all of a sudden they get shot, and it's gonna show Cherry like standing over there with a gun or whatever. But then, I was right about the dying part, but it was Bullseye who did it, like you said. Now I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I seen that and found out it was Bullseye, I screamed, "Oh man, he knows." That's the first thing I said was, "Oh man, he knows." And Mike, like, what's going on? What you mean? Like, Bullseye knows. He knows who he is now, and I think he kind of figured who he was. Because
I think so too.
He jumped in front of Fisk in season 1. I think he kind of knew who he was, or whatever. When he kind of put 2 and 2 together. Then the fact that when he helped him escape. Remember he was banging his head on the table and all that, broke that tooth and all that. I think he started putting 2 and 2 together with those 2 instances there. But yeah, bro, like man, it's gonna be a good series, man. I'm just from that episode alone, and they leave it on a cliffhanger. They already starting off on the right foot, man. In my opinion, man. But we can say, BJ.
So, question I put in the chat. Anybody have any ideas on what's going on with that Max Headroom? Excuse me, style video that just kind of dropped in the middle of the show where they had the fake Fisk talking.
Oh yeah. But that was BB. That was BB though.
Huh?
Was it?
I feel like remember, so if you watched the preview, it reminded you how she said that she also does a thing on she doesn't air everything under BB. She also produced stuff under a different name. So I think she does BB, and then the mask, the little thing that made fun of her broadcast is her under that mask. Because she had the mask and gloves and everything. Just to, because she is, I feel like she's she basically does the get the money from Fisk just to make it seem like she's on the side, but she knows the dirty side of it. Truly, that's why she's able to do it that way.
I don't know.
I don't know either, because why would you see this in season 1?
Well,
because remember she said that what you said. She said that in season 1.
That's what I'm saying, and this is the continuation of that. Of her saying it, because she didn't say it until the end of season 1. When she gave that information to that cop.
Yeah, no, gave the
information. Yeah. She talked to the cop about not everything that she does is under that name.
No, I
that's why I figured. Yeah, so that's why. Y'all might think it's somebody else, but I think it's her that did that mask, Fisk.
I think you.
What she said.
I think you might be mighty limber because that was a stretch. I don't know, man.
I ain't going against Cuz no more. He's right on the West Coast. No,
we ain't getting no credit. We don't get no credit. we forget everything.
See how they do? See how they do you? Yeah, you do it, that's crazy, yo. I'm with you, dog. Wow. Hey, I ain't got nothing better. I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, dog.
Hey, she portrayed that was an excellent voice comparison there, bro. She sounded just like Fisk with that little mask on and all that stuff. So I don't know. You might be right.
As soon as I saw it, that's who I thought it was immediately. Was because she's helping with all this back information as far as like with Daredevil and all this underground work. So she would know this information. It wouldn't be. I don't see them introducing anyone additionally to be a reporter like that right now. So that's why I think it will be her.
He says Foggy.
Should we know Max Headroom? Where is he from? What is that reference to?
It was a thing. So there was a broad, but it was a character that was real big in the 80s and stuff. But they also there was a break-in over regular airwaves of a guy dressed like Max Headroom character, and he did a broadcast. I think it was like in New York.
Oh, Max had the guy with the shades and the hair.
It's yellow hair. Matt Furr. Yeah. Matt Furr is the actual actor who did it. But you know him. He was in the original what's that movie? Watchmen. He was in the Watchmen movie. He played Moloch in the Watchmen movie.
Oh, okay.
But he's been in a ton of stuff. He's been in a ton of stuff though. But But there was they copied a thing. If you go look at the Max Headroom, there was a live air thing. It looked just like that. It was a dude at a desk just talking crazy and being weird with a Max Headroom mask on, and it looked very much like what they did.
Oh, bro. Also too, Matt's ex is trash.
Who?
Matt Murdock's ex.
The one having the flashbacks.
Yeah, the one having the flashbacks of Muse. Yeah, she trash, bro.
Yeah.
She was trying to set the swordsman up and all that stuff, bro. I was like, so you killed this dude and you just completely flipped the switch. So you evil now. You don't have no remorse for sending somebody to jail or whatever. And you know what? Then I thought about it too. She has this thing with vigilantes. She think they're like evil and all that type of stuff. So she don't really have any issues with sending this guy to jail or doing whatever she's doing with him. She don't have no issues with it. Because she was talking about, I can send these guys in here to, rough you up and all type of stuff. It's like, wow, is that what we doing? It's like, okay. So I'm hoping, maybe Swordsman is going to be in Spider-Man. Well, no, it's going to be years later, but I don't know. But I think somehow, some way, Matt and them going to find a way to get the Swordsman and some other folks out of jail or whatever. So, but yeah, man, that's just crazy to me. But, Cuz, what you get this episode, man? Scale of 1 to 10, man.
Give it a 8.7. This episode is building this season up to be appointment TV.
Ooh, okay. What you got, Big J?
I give it a 9.5.
Okay, BJ being generous today. Okay, what you give it, BA?
I'm gonna give it a 9. Definitely people died, so I definitely appreciated that. But to me, some parts I had to rewatch. It was just on the big story side, but I could be tired too. So I'm gonna try again next week to see if I can just watch all the way through. I was like, hold on, let me go ahead and watch this part again because I know I dozed off through this joint. I don't think it was the DareDevil. I think it was me. So that's why I said I'm still giving it a 9 in my opinion. Shout out to Matthew Lillard because those that watch Cross understand that he just showed up in that joint.
That's the name.
Shout out to Good. And now here he is a DareDevil. My man getting checks right now. Shout out to Matthew Lillard.
I still didn't know whose side he was on. But for what they made it seem like he was gonna be against Fisk, or maybe he is on the low. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Val is the one who kind of controlling everything from the shadows and what it sounds like. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting though. But yeah, I'm with y'all, man. I'm gonna give it a 9. Excellent first episode. It definitely had some making up to do from last season. Like I said, didn't hate last season, but like BJ said, we kind of saw the choppiness a little bit in there. We saw what their previous work was compared to their newer work in there, man. You kind of felt that divide within that first season. So with this season, bro, like I said, starting off with the very first scene, we ain't seen a hallway scene yet, so that don't count as a hallway scene, BJ. That does not count as a hallway scene. I want you to this a hallway scene right there. No, okay, no, we ain't got it yet. But
you know what that did remind me of?
What was that?
That was very reminiscent. The way this episode started reminded me of the way the very first episode started. And Matt was fighting on the beach against those people. I don't know if you remember, like the very first fight he had at the beginning of the first episode on Netflix. I'm talking about not Born Again. I'm talking about Netflix.
I have to go back and watch it. Yeah, I'm about to watch it. You said the very very first episode of Daredevil.
Yeah, they showed him fighting. He had on like the little mask and the bandana thing on his face. But
you're right. Okay. That's when he found Turk. It's the first time he ran into Turk.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Man.
Yeah. That when he had the little sweatshirt on with the black man. Yeah. Okay, I remember now. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Good call back, BJ. Good call back, man. Commander, what did he do in the first what did he do in the first episode of season 1? Can't remember. Did he fight somebody in this one? I gotta go back and watch it. I should have watched it.
No, that was when he fought. That's when he fought Bullseye.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Threw him off the top of the roof. Yeah, he said that earlier. Yeah, you're right. But all right, fellas, we ain't done yet, man. We got another show here, man. That I think you guys are super excited about. I know I said, man, I think I told BJ, Cuz, and BA was picking on me because I didn't watch it yet. And it's this show that everybody knows as
I see what you did there.
You like
See what you did there.
Copyright strike.
How dare he do it like us?
3 seconds was too long.
I said a second and a half. Put in big.
It's how you get.
No, man, listen. Once again, we're gonna be talking about the first 3 episodes of Invincible. All right. So if you guys have haven't seen Invincible, I'm gonna let you know right now. This is now your second spoiler warning right here. All right. So we're gonna be talking about Invincible. Big J, man, what you think, man? First 3 episodes of Invincible, man. What is on your Invincible mind out here, man?
I mean, of course, it's looking interesting, looking good. I've been liking the fight so far. Of course, Mark is leveling up. I was confused when I first saw Mark when he had the little look like robot arm and leg and stuff.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, "What's going on?" And then when he took it off, I was like, "Oh, okay." Because I was like,
because there is a version of him that's got that stuff on. This is why I said the same thing too.
That's what I thought. I thought maybe it was one of the Marks that lost the Invincible War that they kept around for it, like while Mark was healing or something. I was like, "Is this what's going on?" I'm like,
yeah,
I just thought it was weird, but I think, like I said, the show so far seems pretty good. Mark is always weird. Like, he does get on my nerve from time to time as he goes through his little moods and stuff. Like right now he's being, now he wants to kill people because he thinks that's the only way. And I get Cecil being worried about that because it's like, if he goes dark, then, and that's
a wrap.
Yeah. And Mark being like, he's being stubborn or that, you can't tell me what to do. You ain't my daddy, and I'm like, dude, but still, he's like, let me help you make some of the tough decisions. Like, I ain't trying to control you, but that's a heavy burden to have. And I'm like,
and he told him too. He said, bro, you're the most powerful person on the planet. Like, let me help you. Like, you go down that path. It's a wrap for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
which I get. I mean, like you said, you a walking nuclear bomb, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you gotta, and he doesn't understand it. Him and Oliver. I mean, Oliver's also crazy powerful, but it's like and he's a little unstable too. I mean, so it was interesting. Like I said, I did like the second. I mean, it was the second episode where Nolan was going around with Alan doing all the stuff, having a little adventures.
Yeah.
That was fun. And then the ship's captain was killing me. Well, he put him in the room together first of all. Nolan had the pillow on his head. He's like, I just thought you were a throuple. I was like, dude. But then also when he told the dude, he said, just move the disc out the way so we can go ahead and get it. He just, let me just blow the disc up.
Yeah, I'm like, are you an idiot? What's going on? I thought you were doing that on purpose, bro. Like, but you just an idiot.
No, he's just an idiot, man. That's what made it so funny. It's like, and then even when his whole crew mutinied against him.
Oh yeah.
He's like, now it's a mutiny.
Yeah.
All in favor?
Everybody raised their hand. I was like, dang, they all just hated you. They've been waiting.
Like, you are an idiot, man.
But like it was cool seeing all that, but Alan was also, holding his own against the Ragnars and all that stuff. Like I said, but it's a cool seeing him get in. I was surprised when I saw young Nolan too, because I didn't think that was him at first, and then I started like,
I didn't either.
I was like, man, that's crazy. But yeah, and then we found out about the Scourge virus, and so now he's also being moody because he's mad at Thaddeus because Thaddeus killed everybody, and I'm like, but y'all was killing billions and yourself, so it's like
quadrillions. I just made a number up.
Quadrillions.
Oh,
okay. Quinceañeras. No, but I don't know. Like I said, I like it. Huh?
No, he said quinceañeras. He partying?
Yeah, always, man. But like I said, I'm interested to see where it goes. Y'all don't think we're gonna get the Invincible War this year? I'm not the Invincible War.
So you was right, BJ.
You think we are gonna speed run it?
Well, no. That's what I say. You was right. I got the order wrong. I don't know why I thought the Invincible. No, sorry, not Invincible War. The Viltrumite War. So the Viltrumite did come before. The Viltrumite War ran into what happened with Rudy.
Okay, yeah.
He went crazy. So yeah, I don't know why I thought that was the last thing. Because when I read it out of order, I guess because when I read it, then it went to him in the future when he had his son and all of them. That's what I kind of, and that's when Thrad came back and all that. That's kind of, I think that's the order I read it in, but yeah, my bad.
But Rudy and them already gone. They already off planet, so and they're gonna be, and that's the opposite of him. So they don't age, so they'll live thousands of years on that thing, and then he'll become emperor and all that. So I mean, we already said spoilers so high, but him and Monster Girl. So like I said, it'll be interesting to see when they bring that. I wonder if they're gonna bring them back this season, or if they're gonna bring them back next season after we do the Viltrumite War. I think we're gonna get the Viltrumite War this year. And then I think next season will be Rudy coming back with all his issues.
So if they do go along with let's say what they already greenlit season 5, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's say they get to about 8 seasons or whatever. Like, what else are they gonna have after that? Because if you saying, because really the two main things that we know of, well, the Scourge virus, because Mark gonna lose his powers, the Viltrumite War. What'd you just say? Rudy going.
But isn't there an extended thing though with Thrad? Because I thought Thrad comes back after that.
He does come back. Remember Thrad ended up going to that planet that Nolan had
a bunch of kids.
Had a bunch of kids, whatever. Yeah. So he had kids with the same planet that Nolan did with Oliver.
The insects.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you're right.
So that could last a little while if they keep doing that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could do the Viltrumite War this year. You could do Rudy and his stuff next year, and then you could do the Thrag, because the Thrag and Battle Beasts have to fight. That's a whole nother. Yeah. And then Mar, because there's a lot that goes on after this. So yeah, they still got more story to tell.
Which is why they said it can go at least 10 seasons.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see though.
Yeah.
What you got, BA, Mr. BA?
Yeah, I try not to listen as intently because there's a lot of things I don't know. I don't want to keep it that way. All I heard was Thrax come back, so he's gonna get beaten and come back. Boss, okay, understood.
Said Thrax come back.
We said spoilers.
All of them do, right? So I'm not really, that's not a shocker for me. They don't die for some reason. At least the main ones. But no, episode 1 and 3 were great. I think it showed a good. So I guess let's just get off the top. Like, Mark had to kill Homeboy. Like he had to kill him. So it wasn't like it was a shocker or like, oh my god, he's going. He had to do it. So I don't. There's some people like, oh, he didn't have to, or he could. He could. No, the person that said that he was okay with the fast dude was like, yeah, he had to do what he had to do because I wasn't going to get there in time. He wasn't going to get there. So, all the calculations that Rudy had and all that stuff, no, all of them was failed. He had to do what he had to do, and that's just what happens when you get immense power. Sometimes you just gotta take it to the next level. So I was glad that he did it. I was glad that he just got it out of the system. So, now you can pick and choose, but if they need to go, they need to go. It's just, it is what it is. It just comes with the territory. That's what we all concerned. Like, yo, why is Joker still alive in most syndications? Because Batman won't do it. Sometimes you just gotta flip it, just one time for him. But you've seen Eve and her de-evolution, I guess I can say right now. And with her and the news that we got was that she's pregnant, which, yes, I guess that would cause your hormones and whatever your natural things inside of you to change up a little bit. So yeah, all right. So she got to reinvent herself whenever this gets past this due. I'm trying to think what else. So yeah, so I was glad, and like I said, they had climax, like high points. Y'all mentioned Rudy and Monster Girl just taking that dive in because Rudy knew that he was right. Mark was right. Sometimes you just gotta go the extra mile in order to make sure that whatever you're trying to stop stays dead, and that's why he went into that portal to face them other people. Like, yo, we gotta kill these from the source. Apparently something happens once he does that. But from right now, when I was looking in from this particular season where I'm at right here, it was a good thing. It was a smart move to do. So, but I like this alien force. I like their progression. First they showed up, then they just died because of the Earth or whatever it is, and then they found a way to flip that, and they took off the wrist, so then they had to do something else, and then they said, well, we got to beat this force that comes through of Omni-Man / Invincible. We got box for him now, so they are literally just reinventing the wheel. Doomsday-esque, right? Like right. This is interesting, right? So we see what happens next with them. And I left that alone because we're gonna do with episode 2. And like I said, I mean, I looked at Jay kind of strange because like you ain't see he looked just like Mark. Like they made him look just like Mark. In a sense, right? Without the Asian persuasion. I was like, he look like just like Mark. I said, is that Mark? It's not Mark. I was like, okay, well, what's going on? Well, it must be Omni-Man. So that was like the second thought I had. And I was like, okay, so this is definitely a time jump. All right, so what's going on here? Okay, cool. I understand that. So that was a good, when they had these one-offs, I know Omni-Man is a part of the show, but it's like, to me, since we're so far on Martin right now, it seemed like it was like a one-off to him. So it might be future references that they jump back to, but it was good to see when it's done well. And this was done very well. You saw his upbringing, you saw his father. I heard that there was some issues with his father, like they went away from the source material a little bit there. I'm not 100% sure, but don't know where his mother's at. So because they didn't see her die, but I saw his father get jammed up. So that was interesting to see. Like he's just pretty much out on his own doing this thing. It was sucked because the way they started, like, yo, you know what time it is, right? Yeah, I know what time it is. Let's go. And they just started fighting. Like it's just that easy. But it makes you think like, dang, like they literally waited to a certain point, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna fight Dan to the death, and he just kind of flipped on Mark. He was like, yo, it's time. Like, yo, you ain't build Mark it up. He's like, did you like that? What happened to you? No, because you was prepared that it was going to happen to you. That was a part of the Viltrumite way. Mark had no idea that we was going to go left like this. And you had to beat him out of an inch of his life. You know what I'm saying? So that was crazy in a sense, but well, not crazy. That was just pretty much unfair. But no, it was cool though. So episodes 1, 2, and 3 all collectively together. It ran very seamlessly. To the point I was like, damn, that's it, right? I got damn, what's out here? We gotta wait next week. So next week is tonight, I guess. So we'll see what happens tonight with the continuation. But like I said, so far so good. I like I said, I understand why the show is rated this high. I have no issues with any of the characters. Marks is doing the next thing of being a superhero or just being omni powerful. It's just, when do you kill people? When don't you? When do you hold restraint? When do you let it go? So let's ride this journey. Apparently, it's not that long. Apparently, he has issues with whatever was founded in episode 2, in a sense, whatever this virus is. Hopefully, it's going to come down to Mark some kind of way. So it'd be interesting to see how he deals with that. So it won't be shocking because Eve is going through it. Maybe they have that kind of relationship where they kind of show both of them going through similar things at different times, maybe, but just how they deal with it. And I think that'd be cool once we get to that point.
Yeah, to answer your question, BA, they don't. Episode 2 is not in the comic. That's something that they did.
Okay.
So yeah. But what you got, Cuz?
That was a really good episode. I think I don't have anything to add from what they put in here. It's fantastic. One thing I do want to say is that we talked about it in the group, was the fact that each episode got better. Like episode 1 was really good. Episode 2 took it to another level because it showed them at their planet, going from planet to planet, dealing with the trying to get these weapons or creatures to be able to help fight. And then you had the fight where he was fighting both of his parents 2v1. He went from training kids to as they were training kids to get ready to fight their next day. And then he was of age, and so he had to fight both of his parents. His dad was just nice enough to make sure that he survived, told his mom to back off. And the mom was like, I don't want to see either of you anymore. And then that's where the virus hit right after that. So just being able to see that happen, and see that he was able to survive and stuff like that was pretty phenomenal. Writing just for it to be essentially like not even a standalone episode, but it was such a great episode that it gave you a ton of the backstory of what he actually went through, and then what he actually dealt with before he got to Earth, as well, as far as the different creatures and different weapons that he dealt with to be able to protect his race. So it was amazing writing. Has already been, we already knew that it was amazing writing just from the previous seasons, but this is another display of great writing, great just show running when it comes to this. Sticking and from what y'all saying, like they've been sticking pretty well with the source material outside of that second episode, but that's more of a backstory type of situation. So it's really great. It's fantastic. What you got, bro?
Man, listen. Like you said, episode 2 tripped me out because, like you said, I didn't. So we already knew because of what the comic and stuff says. A lot of Viltrumites died or whatever after the Scourge virus, right, bro? When they showed it on the screen, it was so many of them that they turned into the rings of the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was sick, yo. That was sick.
I'm like, God, I was like, I did not know that many of them died, which is why Nolan turned on what's the guy's name, the old man that's the leader of the coalition,
the traitor.
The traitor. He turned on him and said, man, you see how many people that died because of you or whatever when you released that Scourge virus? And he turned around and told him, like, how many people did y'all kill?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking about trillions of people, man, of all over the universe that y'all are killed or whatever, right? And so, bro, when I seen that, like, did any of y'all feel sorry for them when that was happening to them? Or y'all like, oh, that's what y'all get?
They did it purposely.
It wasn't like that's what you get, but I didn't have any remorse for them.
They're doing the bait and switch. They're trying to make Omni-Man seem sympathetic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Oh, we should. He's a good guy, really, right? Mm-hmm. Hell no! Don't fall for it.
Hold on, BA. What's that I always be saying? What he be doing to the villain?
Predator.
They trying to make them
hashtag not my predator, man, not my homie, man.
Hey, they trying to make him sympathetic. I told y'all, man. Or should I say misunderstood? He just misunderstood. No, I seen this cat smash people's heads in. You know what I'm saying? With his bare hands. Like, nah, he ain't misunderstood. He's evil. I seen, like you said, the Ragnar was like one of the only creatures that can, like, you know, go toe to toe with a Viltrumite. We seen why that is now, because their planet's gravity allows them to kind of move around and get strong within that gravity and all that type. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z with the Saiyans, right? How their planet is like, I think the gravity on their planet is like 10 times or 20 times, you know, denser than Earth's gravity, which is why it had to become so strong and stuff like that. And so that's what happened with the Ragnars. They were frozen and hadn't completely thawed out, and still was beating them. And it's like, geez, so if they had just completely been warmed up and all that stuff, ain't no telling what they would have did to them. Even Alan, because Alan was kind of struggling a little bit there, right? And so I'm sitting there like thinking, like, dang, they got. I see why the Ragnar. I felt like they only got like, what's going on? But now we see why, whatever. But like y'all said, I'm with you, BJ. Mark kind of getting on my nerves. I said that too. Just kind of seeing pouty and whiny, starting to get on my nerves. So for people to understand this story, bro, Mark is not a traditional superhero. So when people people see the suit, the superpowers in the suit and all that stuff, he gives out the illusion of, you know, protect the people and all that type of stuff. They're looking at, it's kind of like in the same vein of The Boys, just those people are actually evil or whatever. It's straight selfish. Like, these people have superhero intent, but it's just like it's a lot of other like factors that kind of factor into it too. Like, you got a lot of heroes, it's kind of about themselves or whatever. And to be honest with you, like, Mark is about, you know, his Eve, his family, and that's about it. Like, yeah, I'll help people because, you know, it's what we're supposed to do, but it's like he not really tripping too much. If you read the comic and everything, you see it in the comic, it's like, hey man, there's something going on over here. I'll let them deal with it. I'm gonna spend time with Eve, you know, that type of stuff. So that's why, like, when he started kind of flipping out, which you already should know, like I said, if you read the comic, the blue and black suit tells you everything. Once he put the blue and black suit on, it's the Mark you're gonna get right here. So I'll tell you that right now. Where he's gonna flip a switch, you know, he started to kill people and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, like I said, great episodes. Like I said, the season is it's really starting to rev up off the jump. The first 3 episodes gets you right into the action, man. So I can't wait to see what I want y'all to see what Thrag can do. Like, Thrag, I thought Conquest was a beast.
Yeah.
Y'all see how Conquest went and grappled to Thrag. Now I'll tell you how strong Thrag is, y'all. Right there. And so, yeah, like I said, y'all gonna see. Like I said, the Scourge virus is gonna play a huge role, I think, probably in this season, like it did in the comic. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see, man. They went to go find Battle Beast. They ain't found him yet, so that's gonna be interesting too. So that's why when you said that, BJ, we might get that fight this season.
Mm-hmm.
You might get it this season. So I would hate that too, because I want Battle Beast to last for a couple more seasons because he's a pretty interesting character. But
yeah, I'd like for that to be next season. I'd like to maybe have him show up, but then I don't want that to be a fight now.
Yeah, I agree. But Cuz, scale of 1 to 10 so far, man. What you give this series, man?
Since with 3 episodes, I'll give it a smooth 9.2. 3 great episodes. It improved step by each episode. It improved. So I'll give it 9.2 at this point. Also, Appointment TV. Absolutely Appointment TV.
What you got, BJ?
What I say? What 9.75 for? Well, no, what I give Daredevil? I know I give it
9.5.
9.5. I get us on a 9. I get us on a 9.
What? So Daredevil is better than Invincible?
Well, like I said, we only got 1 episode so far, but like I said, this is a strong first episode for Daredevil.
Facts. What you got, BA?
This is not. I say 9.6.
Okay.
9.6. I was in a. I didn't turn. I stayed. It woke me up.
Locked in.
Locked in. All three are locked in. Can't get better than that, man.
Bro, can't go sleep on this show like you said, man. Shoot, they had her smashing cats' heads in and all kind of stuff, man.
And smashing.
What's the name? What's the name? Titan, the guy who could turn his body into stone.
Mm-hmm.
He got a whole storyline on the side.
Yeah,
and all that type of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, they doing this one, and then we got to see dinosaurs for a little bit there. They kind of went at it a little bit in the middle of the street or whatever. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's a pretty good episode, man. Pretty good season so far. So far, so good on both these shows, y'all. So far, so good, man.
What's your rate for it?
I'm gonna give it a what did I give Daredevil? I give it a 9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 9 too. I think they're both pretty good. I'm not gonna put one over the other because kind of giving different type of vibes, within what the context of their shows. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was meant to be bloody and hyper violent, Daredevil must be more more grounded. But now we starting to see him kind of get hyper violent, like you said, because breaking legs and hips and arms and bone. They show the bones sticking out the guy's arm and all that kind of stuff to do. Yeah, I remember in the first season when that bank robber, he jumped up in there and broke his leg or whatever. He did that to a couple of them dudes in that shipping crate, bro. I'm like, God dang. I said, okay. They weren't playing around. First episode, we trying to ease everybody into the show. You know what I'm saying? That way you're gonna be like, oh man, whoa, what's going on? No, it's like, what's going on from the jump. So, but yeah, I'll give it 9. I give both of. You know what? I take it back. I'll give both of a 9.5. I'm gonna do 9.5.
That's fine.
But all right, man. Let's go ahead and turn the page here real quick. Let's get into quick hit. So real quick, y'all, we got some Punisher news. So Punisher one-shot special reportedly has a runtime, fellas, of 60 minutes. It releases this summer on Disney Plus. So check this out too. It will release on the same day as Daredevil Born Again season 2 finale.
Jesus.
Then we also got the new Punisher poster. So remember we talked about it. I think we said that the name of the show is going to be Punisher One Shot. No. It's the Punisher One Last Kill. So that title sounds pretty interesting. We want to see what that means. And then check this out, y'all. This is what they were talking about. So we have the episodes here lined up for Daredevil leading all the way up to the Punisher. So we got the first episode today. So check this out. Next week, fella, we get 2 episodes. So this is going to be interesting. 2 episodes next week. Then we get episode 4, April 7th, 14th, we get episode 5, 21st, we get episode 6, April 28th, we get episode 7. Happy birthday, cuz. And May 5th, we get episode 8. And along with episode 8, we get, then the next week after that, we get that Punisher one shot on May 12th. So we're here now. I think we heard some rumors it's going to be a little bit towards the middle of summer and all that type of stuff. But later on in the summer or whatever, now we're getting it in a couple months. What you think about this, BA?
I like the One Last Kill because it's either saying that like he's wrapping it up for good, which means something could happen to him or whatever. Like whatever we see him in is the last thing that we see him in. If it's Spider-Man, whatever it is, like that's it. Or he's finally saying, okay, all right, I did what I needed to do. I avenged what I needed to avenge, and everybody gonna get rubber bullets from now on. That kind of a thing. So we don't know which direction he can go into. So will he have discretion or will he not? Similar, we just said that about Mark, right? So that's where he's at right now, maybe. But they asked him. I heard people ask him, like, I guess other actors or whatever, co-actors, like, what's going on with them? What do you think about the Punisher, or whatever? And everyone says he's busy doing his thing, right? So we're going to see what this one shot is about. I think it's going to be very good. I think they had their time. If I gotta date it back to anything in the past, we're gonna talk about like I said, the one with Man Thing and Elsa and all them that was done pretty well. So that's my reference point. Like I said, I don't think they have any issues with the Punisher. We're probably gonna see how he gets out of the situation he was in and leads him right into Spider-Man when that comes. So it's a nice, just one thread of him just being him. I guess the question you're going to have, I guess I have is it going to be like a movie or is it going to be like 2 episodes spliced together. That's what I don't know, or maybe one long episode, which I guess it'd be a movie. But is it gonna look like a movie? That's the kind of thing. Like, am I gonna get that movie vibe from this, or it's just Daredevil, but just like an hour long Daredevil? Which is interesting. Like, I don't know which way they're gonna go about it. Like, I don't know how epic they want this to be, just for Disney Plus, but I think it's gonna have enough hype through Daredevil, and that's the most important thing, is getting people to watch it. So I think we don't have a problem with viewership, because we're going to watch Daredevil up until this point, right? Up until, okay, there we go, Punisher, let's rock. And then we're going to see it in its entirety. So I'm highly anticipating it. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be, like I said, an hour long. Just flow with. It's funny. When they said one shot, and we were saying one shot, tell me that would have been hard. Like, I guess, maybe pauses along the line, but literally just, I need multiple scenes where it's just one shot of him doing different things, and just one flow. And like the action scenes, I need one shot of that. Since, with the camera, just one shot of him, boom, killing this dude, popping this dude, pause, and I stabbed this dude, and whatever the case, I need just one continuous shot. But the thing is, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be this team, because we've seen it in Daredevil, like you said, the hallway scenes and stuff like that. They are in one shot, and they're just going through the whole entire scene by scene by scene, just following Matt or Daredevil through this process. So I want something similar, maybe even a little bit longer, when it comes to Frank Castle and what he does, because whatever Daredevil do is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably going to tap off at like a 7 when it comes to violence. No, Frank is going to take that thing to an 8, 9, 10. It's going to be, if we thought what we just saw with the arm coming out and all that from Daredevil was like, that's nasty. Yo, Frank is a different monster. You know what I'm saying? So
straight head shots like John Wick.
John is going to be similar to John Wick and what it says. So it's going to be real graphic. And I'm here for it. It might be the best thing I've ever seen.
What you got, Cuz?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really exciting. They, as soon as he started talking about the one camera move, it reminded me of the Black Panther, when Coogler put it out for the casino fight.
Oh yeah.
So it's that and the Daredevil hallway. So yeah, if they end up putting that off within Punisher, that'd be pretty fantastic. Yeah, it's crazy. Marvel's going to go on a pretty good run with Daredevil. Then you go into Punisher. Then you have your Spider-Man. You have your Neighborhood Spider. You have a redrop of Endgame. They got things.
Vision Quest.
Yeah, Vision Quest. You got season 2 of X-Men 97 as well. So Marvel's getting into their bag, what we've been waiting for. And it's like, yeah. Sorry y'all had to suffer through last year, but we got y'all on the other side of it. So it's looking really exciting. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty big. And them doing it 1 hour, I think is especially as a special and a setup. Yeah, it's going to be pretty nice. I think they'll be able to get plenty of information and whatever they want to get across for us before going into Spider-Man. So I'm looking forward to it. But you got Big J.
I'm interested to see where they take this. I think that it definitely is going to be more violent. I don't know what the last kill thing's about though, because like I said, we know he's going to be in Spider-Man after this this takes place after Spider-Man. I mean, the Spider-Man takes place after this one shot. So I don't know what they set up. So I mean, let's see. Like I was going to say, let's see. Took out the Kingpin, but I'm sure Kingpin ain't dying. So. Mm-hmm. But although we kind of hear that he's not going to be the mayor going forward in the Spider-Man, so maybe that could be his one last hit.
You think they'll be that bold, bro, and kill off the Kingpin?
Crazy.
They shouldn't.
Again.
They shouldn't.
Boy, if they did that, Big J, I ain't gonna lie to you. That'll be fire. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Boy, hey. And if they killed the Kingpin, bro, and people online will be mad, bro.
Of course. because that's I mean that's the problem. That's Daredevil's lifelong, villain. So they can't kill him, and he's supposed
Peter Parker too.
Huh?
I said throwing Peter Parker too.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, but they still be weird on that whole thing about how he can never show up. I'm like we said before, because I heard that again last week. Somebody like he can never show
he
up.
said it. He said it again.
I know.
He said, man, if Sony and Marvel get their act together.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he want to be in the scene with Spider-Man.
So if we about to reboot everything, is that really far? Is that too far fetched?
What you talking about killing Kingpin?
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna recast it. I mean,
I want to know who's going to be Kingpin there.
They got some big shoes to fill.
Exactly. That's what I said early on too.
No, he ain't good enough. I was gonna say, what if he Alan Richardson? He's big enough. He like that in real life.
Hey, they can put that bodysuit on him like they did, old boy, Wolverine X-Men Origins.
Do you really need to put a big bodysuit on? I mean, he could just be buff Kingpin. Kingpin can't be. I mean, Michael Clark Duncan was just big.
Michael Clark Duncan, that's Michael Clark Duncan.
That's what I was saying. Michael Clark Duncan was just buff.
Remember, Michael Clark had to add a little pudge to his belly, man. Remember that? Because the comics, what they call him, they call him Fat Boy and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because his weight and everything's supposed to be deceptive. It's like, he just some fat, slow guy, but he really out there putting them hands on you quick, and he's strong as I don't know what. Yeah. But no, listen, bro. I'm excited about the Punisher. For them to make, matter of fact, I think Werewolf by Night was like 45 minutes, I think. Mm-hmm. And then the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special was like 45 minutes. So this was going to be longer. So I didn't even know this, y'all. Supposedly they were going to stop making the one shot stories. Wow. They said that Berthol went to them with the idea, and then they decided to revive the Marvel one shot specials. Yeah. And so, listen, you could tell so many different stories. It don't cost a lot. You know what I'm saying? You can keep it real personal in the story or whatever. It's just a one-off story that you can do for about 40 to an hour. Like they're gonna do with the Punisher movie, about an hour or whatever, right? So you don't need it to have a 2-3 hour long and short, whatever. Hey, the budget is it's literally you can shoot this in one day. It's only an hour, so that's an episode. And so yeah, like I said, I cannot wait for this. The fact that we're gonna be getting 2 episodes next week, that also got me excited, especially the way this episode of Daredevil ended today. Anytime we get 2 episodes next week, man, listen.
Yeah, put it in my veins.
Put it in my veins, man. Listen, what I'm gonna do is listen, man. It's too weird. But Jay, I'm trying to talk, man.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just sitting here.
I was having that BA.
But now, listen, what they need to do is not change, because this is what I'm scared of. Because when you said the one shot thing, Big J, my thing is, what if they decide to change him into a PG version of the Punisher?
Oh no,
I don't think they will. I think like
FX.
Like I said, I think I think we've seen in the trailer how they're gonna handle that kind of stuff in those movies. You know what I'm saying? Where he want to curse, he's about to somebody Spider-Man might mute him or something. So I think they'll work around where he'll still be him, and I think it's still gonna be violent. I mean, he's gonna be murdering super violent because it's still gonna be PG-13. But I think he's still gonna be. You can still get pretty decent with with a PG-13 movie.
I mean, look,
you can't show no blood.
You can show blood,
but no, they can be violent, but it just can't show a lot of blood.
Yeah, it can't be gory.
Yeah.
So the last 2, I guess, iterations of the Punisher that we have is what we about to see. And I know it's kind of future talking in past tense, but we just saw a clip of it. So that's what I'm talking about. So he's with Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man's not going to have him kill anybody. Like, yo, what are you doing, dog? Yeah. I don't do that. We don't do that here, right? And then the last time we saw him with Daredevil was telling him not to kill nobody. Eventually, he's going to listen. eventually he's not going to kill anybody because whoever you see him with, it's probably going to be Peter Parker or Daredevil. Like, besides the one shot, do we have him going off by himself if he don't die in this one shot? No, he's going to be with somebody. He's going to be tagged up with somebody. So if it's going to be Daredevil, we already seen him like not kill nobody. Like, yo, if you're going to be with me, you're not going to kill nobody. Also, if he was a Spider-Man, we already know you're gonna web him real quick. Like, what are we doing? We don't do that here. So I don't think it's too far-fetched to believe that he might not kill nobody no more. Everyone he's with is gonna stop him.
Right.
Did he kill people in the last episode of season 1 of Daredevil Born Again?
When he was in that scene in that joint?
Yeah.
They didn't show it, I don't think.
When it was him and Daredevil, they would not. He was not killing them.
The Daredevil,
but when he went off by himself,
I think he did. BA.
When he was by himself, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably so.
I feel like maybe you might be right on part of that because I think Daredevil was like knocking the gun. He's about to shoot somebody. He's locking the gun.
He kept stopping him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the people that he's with is telling him like over and over again, stop killing people. Eventually he listens. Eventually, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna see about the rubber bullets, man, because it might be the route they might be going. Probably, we'll have to see. Like I said, we'll see.
This ain't gonna be the rundown. This is not gonna be the rundown where he shooting people with bean bags and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I like that movie.
I like it too.
All right. Last but not least, man. Great news, fellas. Check it out. We're getting Wonder Man season 2. Wonder Man has been officially renewed for season 2. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy. Remember they released all the episodes the first season. Oh my bad, yeah. They released the episodes all in the first season or whatever, and people was like, "Oh man, it's gonna be the worst show of all time." Blah blah blah. And then now it's like one of the best Marvel shows ever. And now all of a sudden, now we're getting a season 2. Now I'm guaranteeing you're not gonna get all the episodes in season 2. You're gonna get one a week. But what you think about this, Big J?
I mean, I'm down. You see my background. I've been down with Wonder Man since we saw it. I've watched the show I think 3 times, and I think it still holds up. It's a good show, you know. And I think it would have been a huge mistake if Marvel would have been allowed to just tank the show like they wanted to before the producers went to them. I mean, but you know, I think some of that had to do with it being Destin Daniel Cretton being one of the producers, and I forgot the other one to be like, nah, don't do that. Listen to us. You know what I mean?
When did Ron Coogler went on this part on this?
No, he wasn't on this one. Okay. I know it's Dustin Daniel Cretton was one of them. He was one of the producers, and the writer was one of the producers.
He coming back again. They already announced that too.
I mean, hey.
So yeah, they said Daniel got he got this Spider-Man. It was one more I'm blanking on right now. It was something else. Shang-Chi too. So he has 3 projects that's up and coming here for Marvel. So, but what do you think, BA?
It just goes to show you, stop poo-pooing, stop disrespecting our work. When it comes to our work as in the lead actors, and you know, changing the face of Marvel as we know it. It's working. It's selling. Like just stop. Like it doesn't. Well, what are we doing anymore? Black Panther showed you, like, you know, we can sell out. Don't get it twisted. Black Panther 2, as ominous as that was, as unreal watchable because what transpired in the movie. You know what I'm saying? Not because of the movie. You know, the fact that we had a funeral service. No one wants to replay a funeral over and over again, but we felt that. I felt that. Like, but it still did decent enough in a sense, right? And they had to flip everything in the last second, and it still performed very well. So not as good as the first one, obviously, but still very well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ironheart and you know, oh well, you know, this and this, and we went through that. We did whole episodes on that, but You know what I'm saying? That proved that it's good. We can see Riri in doing other things in the future. She did nothing wrong, especially the lead actress. And here we go again, Wonder Man. Like y'all was about to scrap this. This ain't bad, girl. This what we doing over here? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? this ain't we ain't got Batgirl over on Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like we got some real products over here. And shout out to Yaya and making people believers, man. So that white guy that you see right there is probably going to be rewritten in these comics and stuff right now. And we took that. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We took it. It happens. You heard what Killmonger said. Y'all took plenty of stuff from us. We took that. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all got plenty more to choose from. Don't get it twisted. So and miss me with that white Black Panther stuff too. There's no reverse here. We just take it a little bit. That don't mean y'all get a take from us because we ain't got that many to choose from. So I hope y'all changes the face of everything. I want to add him to the the black Mount Rushmore when it comes to superheroes and stuff. I can't do it just yet because it's still fresh. But if Samuel Jackson can change Nick Fury, then I got hope for Yaya.
Okay. What you got, cuz?
It's exciting getting up a season 2. It is incredible that it went from almost being shelved to now they coming out with a season 2. And yeah, like you say, you can go ahead and expect them to turn it into one episode at a time, that type of situation. Like if we get lucky, they might do it like Daredevil to where we get 1 week where we get multiple episodes, 2 episodes or whatever. But beyond that, they'll see that happening again because they're going to be trying to pull people in every week. But yeah, this is exciting. And it was kind of like the, what I think I sent you all was that like for box office last year was your people of color, your Black, Indigenous, and people of color, whenever they were leads, that the box office did really well. So it's also showing for the small screen as well that you have these leads, these people in lead roles that are talented, well written, a well written story. People will show up for it. So hopefully, yeah, Disney's getting that paying attention to it because we're here and it's exciting.
Listen, I ain't got too much to say. I'm just excited for this. Wait, now you said they're gonna probably change them in the comics. BA, are they gonna make him a mutant in the comics too?
Honestly, I don't care. I don't care, bro. As long as they do it, I don't. They can go either way, dog. They can keep the origin set, or they can make them a mutant. If they make a mutant, they gotta keep them in the mutant stuff though. So I'm okay with that because that's the future, right? You know what I'm saying? A lot of things play off the MCU. I'm not saying that everything plays off the MCU, but when it comes to like the little animations and stuff like that, a lot of that. You remember Earth Mindless Heroes and all that, and Avengers and all that stuff. That was based off the movies in a sense, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like that's what happened. So if you're gonna say it, cool. The next wave is the mutant wave, so you might get a lot more X-Men projects or and the like, which means a lot more animations of Wonder Man, and I'll be here for it. I'm okay with that. We ain't got too many X-Men now. Come on now.
Now, the reason why I was asking that too, BA, because what you said happened. Remember that happened in Miss Marvel. Remember that? When she died in the comic, it changed it to a mutant or whatever, right? So when you said that, that's the first thing that came to my mind. It's like, oh well, if they do something like that, it wouldn't be the first time they did that. They completely changed it up or whatever. So, like you said, Nick Fury was black in the Ultimate universe, and I think now he's black in the actual main 616. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we've seen it before, so I wouldn't even be surprised if that does happen.
Excuse me.
But all right, fellas, let's go ahead and get to the question comments, man. We can go ahead and call it a night, y'all. Yes, sir. We got King Brando in the building. He says, yo, what's this? You already know. It's cause we geeked. Hit that subscribe button. Basco, what up, man? He said, what's up, fellas? He says he killed in Daredevil's pad. Okay, so he did kill people in there. Okay, Like I said, I should have went back and rewatched it the first season. That's on me. But okay. I couldn't remember if he did. 'Cause I know at one point when they was together and they was fighting people, he was like knocking the gun.
I'm not saying he was 100%, but he was definitely just discouraging him from killing people. Like I saw he was looking at him and stuff like that.
I think at that time, I think Daredevil like, if it, I don't care no more. Just whatever you do, let's just get out of this alive. Yeah, let's just because they remember that's when I call him Ice. that when the vigilante group task force came in and broke into his apartment or whatever. I think he was at that point like yo, just whatever you decide to do, let's just get out of here or whatever. So I mean, if you know, you know. Basketball also says he will kill people with the harsh language. Yeah, that's in he talking about in I should say Batman. Jesus Christ, I'm tired, y'all. It's late. Spider-Man, born again. God dang it, Spider-Man, Brand New Day is what he's talking about. He's talking about Punisher using harsh language instead of actually killing people. That's gonna be interesting. What's gonna end up happening? I'm telling y'all, he gonna kill people in there, but they're not gonna show like the blood and everything like they did on the shows, because they can do that and get away with it being PG-13. You just can't, like you said, can't be in there snapping bones and all that and then showing the bone protruding out the arm like it did on Daredevil tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
That was crazy, bro. He in there. I'm telling you, he was jumping all his body weight on dude's legs and all that. Like, God dang. Yeah, Matt ain't playing around no more. He mad, man. He said, I've been down with Wonder Man like women up with Wonder Bras. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. And he said, I feel the passion. He's talking about BA, man, in the speech. Yeah, man. Yeah, he was preaching, man. He was preaching. But yeah, hey, y'all go follow Basco, man. The Basco scenario here on YouTube too, man. They do pretty good content too. See, I follow them over there on YouTube. But yeah, man, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all geeking out with your boys for another episode. Listen, if you guys are over on Twitter right now, so we got a few of y'all over there on Twitter right now. Come on over here to the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here every Tuesday and every Saturday morning, y'all. So we'll be back again on Saturday morning. We're gonna talk about Invincible episode 4, and then did something else come out? No, that's it. Next week. Invincible, this week. Okay. So Invincible episode 4, we're gonna talk about that on Saturday, y'all. So we encourage you go watch Invincible tomorrow, and then come back and join us on Saturday as we talk about Invincible. So listen, it's your boy Rail, got Cuz in the building. We got Big J, BA. This is Cuz We Geek'd. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We'll catch y'all here on Saturday. Stay geeked. And we out. I'm not blind, I promise you. I'm not blind.